This episode of Express Training Bites is brought to you by Promo Corner. Are you looking to support a sales campaign and reach a larger audience? Raise your brand awareness with content sponsorships. For more information, reach out to sales@promocorner.com. This is Express Training Bites. I am Brendan Petrich, the digital media director for Promo Corner. And with me today, I have Lisa Bibb. If you know the name, you know who she is, you know that smile. You also know one of the best creations she's been a part of on social media. And we are going to be talking today about the Promotional Products Professionals Facebook group. Yes, that group. So, Lisa, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
Oh, it's a Tuesday. I got through the Mondays. We're rolling into the live content today, so I'm pumped. I'm pumped about this conversation too, because I think personally you have and who. So I see that you're a co-creator of the PPP room on Facebook. Who is the other creator? Who is the other mastermind behind this?
Well, it actually started. Gosh, it's been almost 13 years ago. I started it because I wanted to connect with people in the promotional industry because I thought, oh, this is so much fun. It's Facebook. And I was trying to spy on my kids and I found out that I couldn't. And I thought, oh, I'll find people from all over the country. So I sent Murray Siegel a friend request and he and I were like first friends. And then I thought, there's other people out there. Let's get together. Let's just chat. And everything grew organically. And back in the early days, it turned into this just monster of a project that I actually had to work my real job and not just pay attention to Facebook. So I recruited Mike Schenker, who was in the industry back then, to come in and give a little assist, and he didn't realize how much work it was going to be. So we were on there a lot, but it just kept growing and growing and growing, and wound up having to create. It's a closed group. It wasn't in the beginning, but it is now, and it's very private. We have to vet the candidates, but we created a set of rules to make sure that people didn't come in and start not being nice. And there's always some people that want to, if you can't see me, I can be a big bully and say some unkind things. So,
and we'll get into that a little bit. I want to focus more on the benefit too. I mean, as you can see, I am such a fan of promo. I have been in the promo industry for almost 17 years. We live it, we breathe it. This isn't just a job for us. It's what we love to do. Now, you're also involved outside of this Facebook group and your business. You're also involved as ED for two awesome associations. What are those associations?
One is the Georgia Association of Promotional Products Professionals, that is for the state of Georgia, and Virginia Promotional Products Association. And as we were talking earlier, I have different laptops. So when I am changing my hat, I just spin around and do this one and then spin around and do this one. And, there's a lot going on and it keeps me pretty busy.
That is awesome. Yes, the promotional products is fun. Promotional products industry is amazing. You're all over it. Executive director, Facebook monitoring mother, if you will, because you do have to come in there and slap some people around. But let's get into the promotional products professionals page. So Jessica Onions, who is watching live, she actually over in the comment section, you guys, she has linked to the Facebook group. Now, I haven't looked. I should have done that before I jumped on. How many members do you guys have in there now?
It's on the verge of 11,000.
Wow. That is so cool. There's 11,000 people, you guys, in a Facebook group that are all in this promotional products industry, that are all out there at all skill levels too. And that's kind of what I think is amazing. You get the people that have been in there for 30 plus years and the people that have been there for 30 plus days. And I think what is so cool about that is that we get to learn from the people that have been in there and know all of the stuff. And we all know who the know-it-alls are. And then you have the new people that are trying to find this exact lanyard or this exact envelope. And it's so cool to be able to see them be able to interact with each other and actually offer solutions and offer the ability to be able to grow their business while they're younger. So when you started this group, outside of just being a connection, and after that first hump of, oh my gosh, this thing's huge, when did you realize that this thing was actually going to be something that was going to benefit distributors and suppliers alike?
I was back in the day, I was watching the page a lot, just trying to keep my hand on the pulse of what the industry was doing. And when there were people seeking real guidance and counseling, and it wasn't just, can I find this exact pin? It's like, what do I do about this situation? This is what's happened. And many times I'll just go and see how many comments there are. And, when there are hundreds of comments, I don't have time to go back through and scale through, but I'm thinking that is the coolest thing ever, that there are so many people that are willing to share their knowledge and have been doing it for so long, or they're asking a question of a different perspective and trying to get some understanding of what may have led to the point or whatever they're going through. But, what's really cool too is that there are people from all over the world that are in this group. I mean, like they're, of course, from Taiwan and China and India, but there's New Zealanders, there's people in Great Britain, there's people in South America, in Mexico. It is just so cool. I mean, who'd have thunk?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, that is so cool because the industry is worldwide, and it's so neat that we are able to utilize this social media that was created to be able to keep the industry a lot closer. And how, like, were you surprised that the industry of a bunch of distributors who are technically competitors were willing to help each other out? Or did you know that's just the nature of our industry?
It's the nature of our industry. There are people that are within the associations, since I've been involved with them, they are like best buddies. Some of my very best friends, when I was a distributor eons ago, I'm still very good friends with them, and they'll call each other and bounce ideas and ask for assistance. And it is just a family type of an atmosphere where, there are always going to be some paranoid people out there, but I think for the most part, everybody wants everyone to succeed. It's like when the tide comes in, all ships rise, right? So the helpful aspect of the whole page, I am shocked, really shocked that it has gotten to where it is now. But if there's a legacy for me in this industry, that's it.
I love it. And it's gonna live on forever. I mean, that's one of the benefits too of it being on social media. So because it is worldwide, because it is on a platform that's worldwide, it is also living in the cloud and digitally forever. So one of the benefits of that is not only is there a whole bunch of knowledge being spread around between distributors, but there's also a way to search for that. So we talked about people asking for specific pins or having a problem. A lot of times your problem isn't brand new to the industry. So give kind of a search 101 on what they can do to better use the Promotional Products Professionals page on Facebook before they go and ask what seems to be like such a basic question.
I would recommend that people say, okay, I have done this, this, and this, but I'm striking out. I need help. I've looked in, say, GSP, Distributor Central, all of the search engines, and I'm struggling. Help. And I see so many people just stepping up and going, here's what I think, here's what look at this one, look at that one, and just the aspect of assistance. It's just so nice.
That is
but
awesome.
always say, I have already checked here. So don't tell me to check there. I've done it. I just am stuck.
That always seems to be like the first response in there. Have you checked Sage? It's like, come on, guy. They probably did.
Yes. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't.
Exactly. And there is an awesome search function. If you're not familiar with it, there, and I think it's in the upper right-hand corner. I think it's in the little 3 dots. You click that, you click search. You can search for just about anything, and it'll pull up all of the posts all the way back to the beginning of the page itself, and you'll be able to read what people have done in the past and maybe if something has changed, because we all know the industry changes very quickly. So that is awesome. Yeah, and Jessica just put in the comments section, search 101 in the PPP room. She gave the steps already. They're right there. So make sure you go and check that out. And you guys, if you are watching, I see a bunch of you out there. Hey, Tim Hill, thanks for chiming in, man. Go ahead, and if you have any questions for Lisa, put them right there in the chat box and we will get to them live. But now we've spent the awesome, fluffy side of the PPP room. Let's get into the other side that we all love to talk about and joke about.
Okay.
So it is the running joke of the industry that if you don't know what it is, or if you can't find the pen, just go in there and everybody will tell you where it is. Did you ever think that with it being such a positive group that things would get negative? And why do you think it has gone that way so quickly?
Well, I think since the beginning of the interwebs, that there are people that can hide behind and be bullies and do whatever they take their frustrations out on other people. It's just, they type, and instead of rereading and then hitting backspace, then they just hit enter. And I would imagine that there is some regret. I would hope that there's some regret for some things that have been put out there, but and we have removed some people because they just couldn't follow the rules. And there's just no place for assholes on that page.
I love it.
We just need to have people be kind and helpful and open-minded. And, we were all newbies once.
Absolutely.
Don't get on somebody's back just because they don't know yet. They will.
Has that been the hardest part of being the admin for this group, is the kind of policing of the a-holes? I mean, is that okay?
Absolutely. We're all adults. You think we need to act like it.
Well, I think you put it in struggle. You put it in the title, didn't you? Didn't you call it Promotional Products Professionals?
Act like a professional, please.
We may not dress like professionals. Like I got my awesome PC hoodie on, but hey, man.
I like that.
Yeah, we're rocking.
I like that. Yeah.
That is awesome. So you guys, the Promotional Products Professionals group on Facebook, amazing tool for you to be able to use, search, and get together with colleagues. Lisa has done a fantastic job of making sure that everybody is doing what they're supposed to do and being nice in there. So I guess here, the last thing I kind of want to ask is, if you just got to speak to everyone in the PPP room right now and just give an overarching how they can use it better, maybe what you've seen done once, but you'd like to see everybody do, kind of give some tools or tips for a distributor who is just now using it or has been using it for many years to get better use out of the group.
When you are searching for something, if you start with the search function, if it's for a Yeti product or something like that, I promise you it has been asked and answered. If you are looking for a particular apparel piece, say where you've looked first and kind of give some background of why you're doing the whole ask in the first place. Remember that everybody is struggling, especially right now. The frustration level out there for the supply chain issues are so high. Take a deep breath. We're all in the same boat. Seriously, unless some miracle has happened and all of those containers have offloaded, we're all kind of in the same boat. And be kind. Just be kind.
Love that. I love that. And that's all we need to do as professionals in this industry, is just to make sure that we treat everybody with the same professionalism that we would want to be treated with. Uh, Lisa, it's been such a fantastic thing to see grow. I've been on social media since back in the days of MySpace and being able to HTML code your own website. And I think social media is fantastic, but it does have its downsides. And unfortunately, even in a group of professionals or colleagues, it does rear its ugly head. So if there's anything you can do to stop that, and even sarcasm against the people who are doing that, that doesn't help either. So those sarcastic posts, calling people out, anything like that, if you don't think it's going to land where you want it to land, it has a chance of missing, don't hit enter. That's just my 2 cents from being an outsider, not somebody who is connected outside of just being a user of the page. I love the page. I think it's fantastic. Lisa, you've done such an amazing job. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. And I do have two other admins now that are assisting, and Lisa Bennett and Jonathan Regal. So they're in there scoping it out with me. Thank goodness, because otherwise my instant messenger just bings and bings and bings. Okay. Yes. But thank you, Lisa. Thank you, John. And Mr. Schenker, for all those years that you were on there with me. Thank you so much. It was fun to watch it grow. It's amazing to see where it is. And everybody keep on helping each other.
That's awesome.
It's good.
That's awesome. And I'm going to openly apologize too. When I was early days of the Promotional Products Professionals page, I made a boo-boo posting a video in there that was more of a sales video, and you're not supposed to. So you guys have had a post removed from that page. So if you have too, you're not the only one, and they're not singling you out. You did something wrong. Okay.
There was a time when that was okay, though. At the start of the pandemic, there were scheduled videos that everybody could submit to do their 3 minutes of, we're still here kind of thing.
I loved that you guys did that. That was so fantastic. And again, going back to the power of having 11,000 people being able, because that's what Promo Corner did, right? We started Promo Show. You guys had a captive audience of 11,000 people that you were like, hey, suppliers, you guys, we're going to give you 3 minutes to reach out to all of these people if you want to do it. I'm really surprised that more didn't jump on that when you opened it up.
Well, I tried to get it scheduled so that it could be a watch party sort of a situation. So everybody could take a look. It's going to start at 12:30. I need to be ready to watch X company do their thing. And it was pretty successful for the time that it ran. But now it's time to be back in person if we can. I'm hoping.
Please. So the question everybody wants to know, are you going to be in Vegas?
I'm still working on that.
All right. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to be there.
Awesome.
Yes.
That'll be great.
I'm not sure about eye candy, though.
Yeah, I think the late night activities won't be as big and as stuck as they normally are. I think we'll still kind of keep our distance, but it will be nice to see everybody again. Everybody that is safe and is there and is willing to be there. I'm going to be pumped. I know Promo Corner and our whole crew is going to be there, and we're pumped to see everybody there. We're going to do some big things. I know everybody's ready to move on from this whole 2020 and get back to washing our hands and being safe. So let's do that. Yes. Lisa, thank you so much for taking your time out today and talk about this page.
Oh, thank you so much for the invitation. It was awesome. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. You guys, thank you so much for watching Express Training Bites. We will see you. Let's see. So this is the first Tuesday. So we'll see you on the third Tuesday in August. All right.
All right.
See you then.
Thanks. Bye.